Think you're doing lunges correctly? Be honest. How many times have you stepped forward, bent your knees, and thought, yeah, that's good enough? Here's the truth. Most people are butchering their lunges without even realizing it. And the price? Knee pain, wasted effort, and muscles that never grow the way they should. The lunge isn't just some filler move you throw into a workout. It's one of the most powerful tools for building balance, strength, and athletic performance. But only if you do it right. So let me ask you, are you training smarter or are you training sloppy? Let's start with the most common mistakes I see every single day. Mistake number 1, the knee drifting way too far forward over the toes. You've probably seen this happen. Maybe you've even done it yourself. What does it cause? It dumps unnecessary stress into the front knee joint and takes tension away from the muscles you actually want to target, your glutes and quads. Instead of feeling strong, you start to feel strain. Think of your knee like a hinge on a door. Push it past its natural path too far, and eventually, that hinge starts squeaking. That's your body's way of saying, something's wrong. Mistake number 2, leaning forward like you're bowing down to gravity. This shifts all the pressure into your lower back and cheats your core out of the work it's supposed to be doing. Imagine trying to balance a tower of blocks on a shaky base. The more you lean forward, the less stable the tower becomes. That's your body in a poorly executed lunge, wobbling, compensating, and wasting energy. And mistake number 3, rushing through the motion, bouncing up and down as if speed equals effectiveness. It doesn't. If anything, it robs you of control, and control is where strength is born. Ask yourself, are you actually challenging your muscles or just letting momentum do the work for you? Now here's the kicker. Most people think they're safe from these errors because the lunge looks so simple. Step, bend, return. Easy, right? Wrong. The simplicity of the movement is exactly why people get lazy with their form. They overlook the details. And in fitness, the details are everything. It's like trying to build a skyscraper on a crooked foundation. You won't notice the flaws immediately, but as the building rises, the cracks start to show. Here's what makes the lunge special when done correctly. It's not just a leg exercise. It's a full body integration. Your legs drive the movement, but your core stabilizes, your balance is tested, and even your posture is trained. That's why athletes rely on it. That's why trainers swear by it. But only when the form is dialed in. So let me challenge you right now. Are you willing to slow down and rebuild your lunge from the ground up? Because in the next part, I'll start breaking down exactly what proper positioning looks like. But first, think about this. How much stronger, more stable, and pain-free could your workouts be if one small adjustment in form changed everything? That's the power of mastering the lunge. And if you stick with me, you're going to learn how to turn a basic move into a muscle-building, stability-boosting powerhouse. So let's peel this exercise apart piece by piece, starting with the foundation, your stance. Most mistakes happen before the first rep even begins, because people don't set themselves up correctly. Picture this. You're about to build a house. If you just throw the walls up without measuring the ground, what happens? The structure leans, cracks, and eventually collapses. Your stance in a lunge works the same way. If your feet aren't placed right, everything above them, your knees, your hips, even your spine, will be forced to compensate. Here's how you fix it. Start standing tall, feet hip-width apart. Don't glue them together, because that creates a tightrope effect, making balance nearly impossible. Instead, think of standing on train tracks, 2 rails running parallel. That's the kind of stability you want. When you step forward into the lunge, your foot should land firmly on one rail, not crossing over to the other. That single adjustment alone can eliminate wobbling and give you instant control. Now the step itself. Too short of a step, and your front knee ends up shooting forward, stacking stress on the joint. Too long of a step, and your back leg stretches awkwardly, leaving you with an unstable position. The sweet spot? Step forward far enough so that when you lower down, both knees bend to about 90 degrees. If your front shin is vertical and your back knee is hovering just above the floor, you're in the money position. Let's talk about what's happening with your torso. This is where most people collapse. They either lean way forward, loading the lower back, or they lean backward like they're trying to avoid falling. Neither works. Instead, imagine a string tied to the top of your head, gently pulling you straight up. That visual keeps your chest proud, your spine neutral, and your core tight. Speaking of your core, brace it. If your core isn't engaged, the movement turns shaky, like trying to balance a skyscraper on jelly. Lock in your midsection, as if you're about to take a punch to the stomach. That stability transfers power directly into your legs. Now comes the descent. Don't drop like a rock. Control the motion. Think elevator, not roller coaster. Your back knee should lower toward the ground, but it doesn't need to slam into it. Stopping just short of the floor keeps tension on the muscles and protects your joints. Notice how this slower, deliberate descent forces you to feel every inch of the movement. That's not wasted energy. That's progress being carved into your strength. And here's where most people really get it wrong: the push back up. They drive from their toes, which shifts pressure onto the knees and cheats the glutes. Instead, push through the heel of your front foot. That single cue, push from heel, is the difference between building strong, functional legs and grinding down your joints. Before I reveal the advanced tweaks that turn a good lunge into a great one, let me ask you, when was the last time you slowed down enough to feel the difference between sloppy reps and perfect ones? The truth is, even intermediate lifters often rush past these basics. But if you master this foundation, every variation, walking lunges, reverse lunges, weighted lunges, becomes exponentially more effective. So lock in this image. Feet on train tracks, step with purpose, torso tall, core braced, descend like an elevator, and push through the heel. This is your blueprint. Nail it, and you're already ahead of 90% of people in the gym. In the next part, we'll add layers, the kind of refinements and tweaks that separate casual exercisers from athletes who move with precision and power. Now that you've got the blueprint down, let's take it a step further. Because the basics will keep you safe, but it's the fine-tuning that transforms your lunges from just another leg exercise into a weapon for strength, balance, and athletic performance. This is where most people plateau. They stop at the surface and never explore the details that unlock real growth. But you're here, which means you're ready to separate yourself from the crowd. Let's start with your hips. Think about this. Your hips are the steering wheel of your lower body. If they're not aligned, the entire movement veers off course. A lot of people let their back hip rotate out or their front hip collapse inward. You've probably seen it. It looks like the body is twisting slightly as they drop down. That's a sign the glutes aren't fully engaged. To fix it, imagine headlights attached to your hip bones, both shining straight forward. Keep those headlights locked in. Suddenly, your glutes and core start working together like a team, creating power and stability you didn't know you had. Next up, your knee tracking. Remember earlier when I mentioned the knee drifting too far over the toes? There's another mistake that's just as common: letting the front knee cave inward. This doesn't just look sloppy, it's dangerous. That inward collapse puts your ACL at risk and robs your quads and glutes of tension. The cue here is simple. Think of gently pushing your front knee outward, in line with your second toe. It's not a huge motion, it's subtle, but it keeps the chain of movement strong and safe. Now let's add in breathing, something people often ignore. Breathing is the hidden engine of every lift. Without it, your body is like a car trying to climb a hill on fumes. Here's how you do it with lunges. Take a deep breath in as you prepare to lower down, brace your core, then exhale as you drive through your front heel to rise back up. That exhale isn't just about oxygen. It reinforces stability and power. Try it once and you'll immediately feel stronger. And here's an advanced tip for balance. Keep your eyes fixed on a point straight ahead. Ever notice how tightrope walkers stare at one spot to keep steady? Your body works the same way. If your eyes are darting all over the place, your balance goes with it. Pick one spot in front of you and lock on. It's a small detail that makes a huge difference. Now, let's bring in tempo control. If you've been doing your lunges at a normal pace, try this. Take 3 full seconds to lower down. Hold for 1 second at the bottom. then drive up with controlled power. That extra time under tension skyrockets muscle activation. It turns a simple bodyweight lunge into a strength-building machine. Think of it like shifting gears in a car. You're not just moving, you're deliberately